Hello everyone, welcome back to another video from Exact Academy. Today we are diving into 5 hard and important questions from GCSE Maths Higher Tier, covering both the Edexcel and AQA exam boards. Perfect for practice and if you're aiming for grade 8 or 9, so this is the perfect one. But before we begin, a quick we can say update for all GCSE students and for all students basically. If you're feeling a little behind or need a confidence boost before your next paper, I'm starting quick revision classes this half term from 25th of May, which is from tomorrow. And that's not all, we are launching full-time classes from A1 to A-level students starting this June for all the subjects, like almost all the subjects. And GCSE classes are just £6 per hour, and definitely you will get the high quality teaching at very affordable price. So if you are interested, the link is in the description box, or you can just email us at exactacademy@gmail.com. Okay, so let's get started. The question 1 is 8 over 2x minus 1 plus 9 over 3x minus 1 plus 10 times x minus 1 plus 11 times x plus 1 times x minus 2 over x minus 1, and you just have to simplify this expression. So this one is 8 over 2x minus 1 plus 9 over 3x minus 1 plus 10 times x minus 1 plus 11 times x plus 1 times x minus 2 over x minus 1. Now this can be simplified too. Let me simplify this third one and then we can take the LCM. So it would be 8 over 2x minus 1 plus 9 over 3x minus 1. Let me keep it as it is. And here it would be 10 times x minus 1, so 10x minus 10 plus 11 and x plus 1 times x minus 2, let me expand this bracket, will give me x squared minus x minus 2. It's just I have done x times x squared minus 2x plus x and minus 2. So I assume you all know how to expand the bracket, and then over x minus 1. 8 over 2x minus 1 plus 9 over 3x minus 1 plus now 10x minus 10 plus 11x squared minus 10x minus 2 over x minus 1. I'm solving it here. So 8 over 2x minus 1 plus 9 over 3x minus 1 plus this will be 11x squared, and 10x minus 10x will give you, this will be 11x, sorry, I just realized, 11x, and this will be minus 22. So 10x minus 11x will give you minus x, and this will give you minus 32 over x minus 1. Now, obviously 2x minus 1, 3x minus 1, x minus 1, they all are different factors. There's nothing common in that. So LCM would be the multiplication of all three. So that would be 2x minus 1 times 3x minus 1 times x minus 1. And in order to make the same LCM, obviously I'll be dividing and multiplying with 3x minus 1 times x minus 1. And here up there also 3x minus 1 times x minus 1. This would be 3x times x, so 3x squared, 3 times 1, 3x minus 1 is 3x, now minus x plus 1. This is how we have simplified it, and there is 8 out there as well, this one. This simplification is a little tougher. Plus, now let me just remove this one. Obviously, in order to make the coefficient same, I mean the LCM same, I need to multiply this with 2x minus 1 times x minus 1, and same I'll do up there, which is 2x minus 1 times x minus 1. So this can be written as 9 times 2x squared minus 2x minus x plus 1. And for the last one, I'll do the same thing. That means I have to divide and multiply by 2x minus 1 and 3x minus 1. So this would be 2x minus 1 times 3x minus 1, and up there it's 2x minus 1 times 3x minus 1. So it would be plus, it's already 11x squared minus x minus 32 times, this has to be 2, I'm just multiplying now these two factors, 2x times 3x is 6x squared plus or minus 2x minus 3x plus 1. Okay. Now, let me simplify this one. So, I'm simplifying the numerator. So, 3x, 8 is out there already. So, 3x squared minus 4x plus 1 times 9, 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 plus 11x squared minus x minus 32 times 6x squared minus 5x plus 1 over 2x minus 1 times 3x minus 1 times x minus 1. Now this will become 24x. 24x squared minus 32x plus 1 plus 18x squared minus 27x plus 9. I'm just expanding the bracket and multiplying these numbers with these variables. And now multiply 11x squared times 6x squared will give me 66x to the power of 4. Then 11x squared minus 5x will give me minus 55x cubed plus 11x squared, because 11x squared multiplied by 1. Then minus x times 6x squared, so minus 6x cubed. Then minus x times minus 5 is plus 5x squared minus x. Then minus 32 into 6x squared, which will give me 192. So plus 1 minus 192 basically, 192x squared plus, this will give me 160x minus 32. This is how now I'm simplifying this numerator and x minus 1. So all the terms of x to the power of 4, so let me just use a different color. So this is x to the power of 4. Only one I can see, so 66x to the power of 4. Then for cubed, I can see this one and this one. So minus 61x cubed. Then here I can say x squareds. So there's 24 plus 18. So that will give me 42. And then this one, which is 53. And then 58. And yeah. And then 58 minus 192 basically, which will give me minus 134x squared. And now the x's, so 32, 33, and this will give me 50 and 60 basically, and then 60 and plus 160. So minus, this was minus 60 and then plus 160, so 100. And let me see if there is any other x. Yeah, it's just 100x. And then this will give me plus 9, remaining plus 9, and minus 32, which will give me minus 23 over 2 times 2x minus 1 times 3x minus 1 times x minus 1. Since they haven't mentioned anything that you have to simplify the expression in the form of something like that, if you will end it here would be fine. Now see this question number 2. It says the diagram, this histogram and the table are shown, and you can clearly see this table is not the complete one, and also this histogram is also not the complete, and that's your part 1, which says complete the table and the histogram. So we first have to see that even the labeling is not given. So from the given data we have to see, that means which table and its corresponding block is completed. If I see from 0 to 20 frequency is 12, and that's given here, so it will help us in finding the answer, because on y-axis it's frequency density plotted. So let me plot the frequency density. The formula to calculate frequency density is frequency over corresponding class interval. Keep that in mind, that's the formula. Frequency is 12 in this case, and corresponding class interval is 20 minus 0. This is called class interval, the whole range of this given value. So that is 20 then. So 12 over 20. So which can be written as 3 over 5. 3 over 5 is the density, or if I convert it into decimal, will give me 0.6. So I get to know that frequency density is 0.6. That means this whole is 0.6. Or simply I can say that this value is 0.6. If this value is 0.6, that means these three blocks total is equals to 0.6. So one block is equals to 0.6 over 3, which is 0.2. And just by looking at it, it's very easy to know that they are at equal spacing. So this will be 0.2, 0.4 and 0.6 and so on. That means 0.8, here 1, 1.2, 1.4, 1.6, 1.8, 2 and so on. And this one is from 0 to 20. So this will be 0 to 20. That means they are spaced with 10, 10. 60, 70, 80, 90. Now we know like what's exactly the labeling of it. So it's very easy. The next is 20 to 50 is 36. That means what would be the frequency density then? 36 over 30. This one. That will be 1.2. So from 0 to 50 it's 1.2. So 20 to 50, here it's 1.2. That means like this. The next block will look like this one. Then third one is 50 to 70. 50 to 70 is already there, and we can see that it's what, 1.4. So its frequency density is 1.4. And from this formula, if the frequency density is frequency over class interval, then on rearranging, or I can say multiply both the sides by class interval, frequency is equals to frequency density multiplied by class interval. This is 1.4 and class interval is 20. That means 28 will be the answer. So this is 28. From 70 to 90, and nothing is mentioned on the table, but here it is. So that means 70 to 90 is 0.4. So this is 0.4. And same frequency density multiplied by the class interval, which is 20, that will give you 8. And thus we have completed the table as well as the frequency diagram. So part A has been done. Now part B says calculate an estimate for the median score using the histogram. See, to calculate medians using the histogram is a little bit difficult. The first one that you have to see is you have to find the cumulative frequencies. So for that, for median, we have to calculate cumulative frequency. So here cumulative frequency, where we have to keep on adding the frequencies. This is 12. Next will be 12 plus 36. This is how we add. We have to keep on adding the previous frequencies. So 36 plus 12 will give you 48. Then add 48 plus 28, which is 76. And then add 8 to it, so 84. So what I'm doing, I'm just keep on adding the all previous frequencies. So that means this will give me 12 plus 36, then 12 plus 36 plus 28 is 76, then 12 plus 36 plus 28 plus 8 will give me 84, or you can just keep on adding 12 and 36, 48 plus 28, 76 plus 8, and you will keep on getting the next one. It actually means the same. So these are the cumulative frequencies. So at the very end we got 84. 84, we know that if it's, you can say, odd number, so we do n plus 1 by 2 to calculate the median, and if it's an even number, so then we just divide it by 2. So 84 is an even number, so 84 divided by 2 will give me 42. So at 42nd position, I'll get my median. Now we have to see 42 will lie in which? Obviously 42 will lie in between these two, after 12 but before 48. That means this is the class where our median will fall. So that means between 20 to 50 our median will fall. If it's 42nd and we have a block, 42nd is the position from the beginning. That, please focus, this is important. We know that median is lying on the 42nd position, and what will be the value at 42nd position, that we have to calculate. That will be the answer. So 42nd, that means 42nd from the beginning. So from 0 at somewhere here in between we'll get 42nd position. But what's its value, or what is its position in this block itself? We know from the beginning it's 42nd. But from here, what is, if I start from 20, what will be its position, that we have to calculate. So if I subtract 12, because till here there are 12 frequencies lying in it. So 42 minus 12 will give me 30th. That means from here, if I start from here, its position is 30th. If I'm starting from the beginning, position is 42nd. But if I'll start with this one, the position is 30th. Now we have to see how much difference is there. This particular block has the frequency of 36, and between 20 to 30, that means x spacing is 30. 50 to 20, 50 minus 20 is 30, and frequency is 36. So each width will be 30, that's your frequency, over 36, which is 0.83. That means at every 0.83 spacing, one frequency is lying. Okay, so if your median is lying at 30th position, that means 0.83 times 30th will be the value, that is 24.999, which is approximately 25. So the value of median from here is 25, and just add the previous value already in it. So already it was 20, and the value of x here is 25. So answer is 45. 20 plus 45. I know this is not very easy to understand, and again I'll be saying all you need to do is just play the video 2-3 times, and then you'll be able to understand it, if at the first time it's difficult to understand. Hence median is 45. Now moving on to the next question. Question number 3 is half to the power of 2 over x squared minus 1 plus 3 over x plus 1. That means it's half to the power of 2 over x squared minus 1 plus 3 over x plus 1 is equals to 16. And whenever we have an indices, always we have to make the base number same. That's very important. So base number same, that means if half is there and 16 onto the right hand side, what comes in my mind is I can make the base of 2. So half can be written as 2 to the power of negative 2 over x squared minus 1 plus 3 over x plus 1 is equals to 16 can be written as 2 to the power of 4. Now I have already made the base same. Now I need to just compare the powers. So 2 over x squared minus 1 plus 3 over x plus 1 is equals to 4. On taking the LCM, it's x squared minus 1. Why? Because x squared minus 1 can be written as x plus 1 times x minus 1, and clearly I can see that the LCM would be x squared minus 1. This will remain as it is, and in order to make it, I'll multiply with x minus 1 and this with x minus 1 as well. So this will be 3 times x minus 1, and this is equals to 4. Then this can be written as 2 plus 3x minus 3 over x squared minus 1 is equals to 4. And on simplifying, 3x minus 1 over x squared minus 1 is equals to 4. Multiplying both the sides by x squared minus 1, I'll get 3x minus 1 equals 4 times x squared minus 1. This is 3x minus 1 is equals to 4x squared minus 4. Bringing all of them at one place, because I can clearly see it's a quadratic equation and I need to solve it. So this would give me 4x squared minus 4 plus 1 minus 3x equals 0. And this would be 4x squared minus 3x minus 3 is equals to 0. So this is basically a required quadratic equation, and now we can solve it. Let me use quadratic formula method, which is minus b plus minus root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So minus b, it's 3 plus minus root of 3 squared minus 4 times a times c, which is negative 3, over 2 times a, which is 4. So 3 plus minus root of 9 plus 16 times 3 is 48 over 4. And now 48 plus 9, and which is 57, and on taking the root of 57, this will give me 7.54. So 3 plus 7.54 over 4, that will be x1, and x2 will be 3 minus 7.54 over 4. So for the first one, I'll get 2.64. That's the value of x1. And for second one, answer would be negative 1.135, or up to 2 decimal place, negative 1.14 would be the answer. So these are the two values of x1 and x2, and that's they are asking. It's about solve it. So that means find the value of x. Moving on to the question number 4. Now, question number 4 says, in the figure given above, PLQ is a right triangle, length PR is K. So let me just name it. PR is K, this one is K. And RL is 0.7 K. So RL is 0.7 K. Then find the value of L. That means this L basically. So we have, if I just maximize it, okay. On zooming, I can now clearly see that L is what, only here at this place I can see L. And it's very easy to find the L because this is a right triangle given. When you are moving horizontally, obviously in that case, the value of x here, obviously here we are assuming that we are moving horizontally, and when we are doing it, in that process, clearly the value of x is changing, but the value of y remains exactly the same. So that means here value of x is changing from 1 to 9, but value of y will remain exactly the same. So whatever be the value of y here, the value of same y will be here. So I can say k is equals to 2l minus 6. We got to know this thing. Now we have, if we can easily find the k, we can easily find the value of l. And here it is given something in terms of k. So at least we can calculate this one because we have moved from 1 to 9 where y remains same. So this distance is 8. Now this x is same. Now y is changing. You're going up there. So how you are moving? 25 minus 2l minus 6, obviously. How I get to know this distance? When I subtracted 9 minus 1. This is how I can find this distance. Similarly, if I subtract 25 minus 12 minus 6, I can find this distance in terms of L. So 25 minus 2L plus 6, that is 31 minus 2L, is the length of this one. And if I talk about the total length of this one, this total length is 1.7 k. That's clearly given k and 0.7 k. Since it's a right triangle, I can apply Pythagoras because for this I have my base as 8, height is 2l minus 31 minus 2l, and hypotenuse is 1.7 k. So I have one equation, and the second equation would be 31 minus 2l whole squared, 2l whole squared, this is 31 minus 2l whole squared plus 8 squared is equals to 1.7k whole squared. Because we have already calculated k in terms of L, so replace k with L. So 31 minus 2l whole squared plus 64 is equals to 1.7, and in place of k I'm substituting the value of L, that is 2l minus 6, this one, whole squared. Now this will give me, I just need to expand this, 31 minus 2l, so this will give me 31 square, which is 961, then minus 31 into 4, that is minus 124l plus 4l squared plus 64 is equals to square of 1.7 will give me 2.89, and square of 2l minus 6. So this is 961 minus 124l plus 4l squared plus 64 is equals to 2.89, and this is 4l squared plus 36 minus 24l. And now finally expanding all of them, and I can see it's going to give me a quadratic, and we'll get to different values for L. So that would be 961 minus 124l plus 4l squared plus 64. This is equals to 11.56 L squared plus, this is 2.89 multiplied by 36, which is 104.04, and then 2.89 times 24, negative 24, will give me negative 69.36 L. Bringing all of them to the one side, this will give me 4L squared minus 11.56 is minus 75.56 L squared. I'm bringing all these on left hand side. Then for L, this is minus 124 and plus 69, because when I move it on to the left hand side, its sign basically changes and it becomes positive. So 54.64 L, and then it's 961 plus 64 and bringing 104 onto the left hand side. That means we have to subtract it. So finally answer will be 920.96 equals 0. we can easily divide both the sides by 4 to get the answer. So when I divide all the terms by 4, will give me minus 1.89, which is 7.456 divided by 4, minus 1.89 L squared plus 13.66 L plus 30.24 equals 0. It's better if I'll multiply with minus 100 by all the sides, so it will become much more easier. So 189 L squared minus 1366 L minus 23024 equals 0. Now I can apply quadratic formula method. So minus b plus minus root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So minus b, that means 1366, it's already negative, so no point of making it positive. So negative is positive. That's why I have written positive 1366 plus minus root b squared 1366 whole squared minus 4 times a times c, which is minus 23024 over 2 times a is 2 times 189. Now let me solve this one, this whole thing inside this root, and it's pretty big. So inside the root you'll get 19272,100, and this will be 2 times 189, which is 378. And finally, on solving, I'll get x1 and x2 as, so x1, or I can say L1, is 15.2 and L2 is negative 8, and we can put both the values because L is like 31 minus 12, that in terms of it, so which is perfectly fine. We can put the value. So let me check if we can get the answer. Okay, so k will be negative 8 times 2 minus 6. This will give you entirely negative answer. So if you're getting entirely negative answer, obviously we can't use negative 8 in this case. Then only the one value that we can use is 15.2, because the length can never be negative. So let's 15.2 we have calculated. So 2 times 15.2 and subtract 6 will give me 24.4, and that's the value of k. And L that we are going to select is 15.2. So what's the value of L? It's 15.2 that we have to select. And what's the value of k, which is in B, part B, coordinates of k. Coordinates of k, that means they are asking the coordinates containing the k, or value of k, which is clearly 1, 24.4 we have calculated. Now solving question number 5. See our last question. The ratio of surface area of a given sphere and cone is 2:1, and the ratio of R/H of cone is 4:3. Then find the ratio of volume of sphere to the volume of cone. So first, the ratio of surface area of both are given. We know the ratio, we know the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared, and clearly the radius is capital R, and here the radius of cone is a small r. Don't get confused, don't mix them up. Over surface area of a cone, the total surface area of a cone is the surface area of that curved part and the base, which is a circle, that is pi r L plus pi r squared, and this is 2:1, which is 2. I can cancel out pi and pi from numerator and denominator, and I'll be left with 4r squared over rl plus r squared is equals to 2, or it would be 4r squared is equals to 2 times rl plus r squared. Dividing both the sides by 2, I'll get 2r squared is equals to rl plus r squared. Let's say this be equation 1. For the second part, we can use the next sentence, which is ratio of r and h is given as 4/3. From here, I can say, let's say, if I'm assuming that the hypotenuse be L, let's say this is length height, so this is L. And let me convert all in terms of x would be much more easier. So, or we can direct convert into the terms of RH. It's totally on you. What I meant is, if you want to convert in terms of x, I can say that if RH is 4/3, so R will be 4x and H will be 3x. If it would be simpler like this, or you can calculate the value of R in terms of H like this, and then you can put the value. Either will work. So one thing we know, that hypotenuse, this one, this forms a right triangle, and hypotenuse is your length height. Here by our L that I used, L, that L is there. So L squared is equals to H squared plus R squared. Now H can be written as 3x whole squared plus R is 4x whole squared is equals to L squared. And L squared is equals to 16 plus 9, which is 25x squared. On taking the root, L will be 5x. So now we have calculated all in terms of x. One thing we have done, so now we can convert R in terms of x as well. Whenever we find the ratio, always try to convert numerator and denominator in same terms, in same variable, because ratio has no unit, so that finally when you take the ratio, the units will be cancelled out and you'll be left with the numbers only. And so keep in mind, whenever you are finding the ratios, always try to, unless it's not mentioned particularly that it has to be in terms of WL, ratios are supposed to be unitless. And that's why I'm converting everything in terms of x. So in this equation 1, I can put the value of R as 4x and L as 5x plus 4x whole squared. 2r squared is 20x squared plus 16x squared. So 2r squared is 36x squared. Dividing both the sides by 2, I'll get r squared is equals to 18x squared. Or take the root, you'll get r is equals to 18. It will give me 3√2x. Now the question is, we have to find the ratio of volume of sphere to volume of cone. So volume of sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed over, and volume of cone is 1/3 pi r squared h. Because we have converted all of them in terms of x, it's very easy for me to find the ratio now. First thing is, cancel 3 and 3, pi and pi, we are left with 4r squared h. Then r is 3√2x whole squared over, small r was 4x, so that is 4x squared, and h was 3x. So this will give me √2x cubed if you multiply this, and on multiplying this, 16 times 3, 48 x cubed. X cubed I can easily cancel out. 216 over 48 will give me 4.5 √2. And if I'll put the value of √2 or keep it as it is in terms of fraction, so I can write 45 over 10 √2, 9/2 √2. So ratio can be 9√2:2. That would be your final answer. So that's it for today. These were the 5 harder questions, and I'll be back tomorrow with some more harder questions. And also I'm running revision classes for physics in this half term, so it will be helpful. And from June I'm starting new batches for GCSEs and A levels, so you're going to be promoted in A levels. So I teach physics and maths, and my tutors are subject matter experts, and they handle the other subjects. Or if you're looking for any classes for your younger ones, for your friends from year 1 to A levels for any subjects, the classes are highly affordable. We provide worksheets, theory sheets, materials, and we provide the mock questions. We conduct the mock papers. Everything will be there at very affordable rates. So if you want to enroll a free demo, you just need to drop us an email at exactacademy@gmail.com. And if you want to access all the free worksheets, it's there on the website www.exactacademy.com. So that's it for today. Bye everyone. Take care.